All right, hey guys, just doing part two to a gun collection 2025. Just grabbed another 10 guns to go over. We'll see how long this takes. Anyway, part two. It could be like 6 parts. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. All right, first gun. Let's start with the smallest. Got the CZ PO1 Omega. It's clear. It's clear. Yeah, this was a hard to find gun because it became like kind of discontinued, and then I really wanted it. So yeah, this is the Urban Gray tactical model. I'm glad I got it though. Probably one of the few guns I overpaid for. No, I didn't overpay for too many guns. This is probably my worst one I've ever overpaid for, believe it or not. And I guess it's, it's what it is. But it comes with a threaded barrel, so you can put a suppressor on it. Comes with suppressor high sights. Really nice back sight here, or back post. Cool thing is that, wait, this is just the cocker, sorry. So this is, you can change this. So I kind of like the decocker the best, but you can put a safety or a decocker on it. You can switch it in and out. I've never switched it. And, so the only thing I've ever done to this gun, it's 9mm by the way, is change the grips to aluminum grips. The rubberized grips were just fine. I just wanted to match my Shadow 2 with aluminum grips. Aluminum. I can't say that word. Aluminum grips. Yeah, CZs are great shooting guns. This is like an all metal gun. The finish, never had a problem with the finish. You got just a great ergonomics. The bump out, the classic CZ, kind of like a bump out here. That you get a really good grip. Low bore axis, got the reverse, you got the slide going into the frame. A lot of people really like shooting this gun. The double action is heavy. It's like more of a duty trigger. The single action is nice. But this is like it's not the most expensive gun. I mean, it was to me, unfortunately, but just because I wanted it so much for some reason. You get that feverish, like, I gotta get this gun. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's too much money. Okay, I'll get it, and then I'll bid, and then some a-hole bids against you. The whole goes. Anyway, glad I have it. Yeah. Enjoy shooting this gun. I've shot it a good amount of times. Good amount of times to say that, Also, I put a lot of people say these thread protectors come out. It's good to put a washer, like a rubber washer there, if you can see that. And you thread it down, you spin it down to that rubber washer. So rubber washer keeps it pretty tight, and it won't come out on you, which is nice. Yeah, but really good gun. Compact. They never really made a really good. I probably will never put one on compensator for it. Always looks kind of cheesy to me, so I would just leave it off. I think it looks better like this. But and there you go. PO1 followed by one of my favorite guns, the CZ Shadow 2, single action only, clear, smooth. I know the orange one might be better or whatever, but I love this one. This trigger, I don't even mess with it. I don't dry fire it. It's so light. It's probably one of my lightest triggers, if not my lightest triggers. Got thumb safety on it. Of course, it's hammer fired. It's heavy as a brick. Not too heavy. I mean, it's not like I've had heavier gun. It's obviously not Desert Eagle heavy, so. Downside, they give you like this one slot rail. I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to put a light on it anyway. It's you know, it's a range gun for me. It's not even cut for a red dot. Don't care, don't need it. Um, yeah, just this gun shoots. I took all my testing with it, and I feel like I was cheating because it was just so easy. The light trigger, the heavy gun, you get the aluminum grips. Like I said, I was trying to match the aluminum grips, you know, so it has the same grips. I kind of like that. Although, you know, of course, they're shaped a little different. This is like more of a 75, CZ75. But I paid not a lot of money for this one. And man, it was worth it. It was worth it. To me, like this, once again, you know, let's say this gun's 1100. I think it was like 1100. Maybe I may even got it for 900 something. It's like, you know, I'm sure a staccato is better, but like diminishing returns, is a stick paying, is it double better? You know, so to me, it just couldn't be. You know, just at my level, it just wouldn't be. You know, get the full length dust cover, which is nice. The finish is still really good in it. So I took all my tests with it because I felt like I was cheating. It was just so easy. But yeah, and then you get the safety. If you notice, it's bigger on one side, and then it's very slight on the other side, just so it's ambidextrous but not in your way. So CZ Shadow 2. You know, you get the orange, but I can't like get my head around getting the orange. That's the point. If I already have this one. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Next, I'll do the revolver. This is a crazy revolver. This is maybe my only Smith & Wesson that's not Performance Center. I don't think they made this in Performance Center. This is the Governor. Going back and forth, I'm not a Taurus fan. I do appreciate Taurus. I have one Taurus, which I'll show you one day. So when it came to the Governor, the judge just has so many more options. But ultimately, I went with the Governor because I'm obviously a huge Smith & Wesson fan. Might be my favorite company. I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, it's empty. I've shot this gun a bunch of times. It's so much fun to shoot. Lockup's tight. Short barrel, but you know, the judge has a longer barrel. I'm actually glad I got this size barrel because it is a big cylinder, and overall the gun is kind of really big, so I have a big barrel too. But ultimately, why did I get this? Well, Smith & Wesson, I just feel like it makes better revolvers than Taurus. I think that's well established. You get an extra shot. So this is a 6 shot. I think all the Tauruses I was looking at were 5. But the biggest thing, even bigger than those two things, was that this shoots 45 ACP. So this can shoot 3 calibers. I feel like I would be shooting 45 auto the most anyway out of the 3 calibers it shoots. Also, my Taurus circuit judge had an issue with the 410 until I get the right 410, where I feel like this can shoot anything I put in it. So it shoots 410, 45 long Colt, and 45 auto. You just got to use moon clips. It's a really nice trigger, really light and single action. Beautiful gun. Just wish the trigger was polished. Maybe I could do that. The trigger and the hammer are not polished. I noticed a lot of the Smith & Wesson non-Performance Center guns, they don't really polish the trigger or the hammer. Kind of sucks. Because of that, it's a beautiful finish. The sights, yeah, I mean, like, they're good enough. I mean, the back is just a cutout here, and then it's like a dovetailed black sight. So, you know, but once again, oh yeah, it says it right there: 45 Colt, 45 ACP, and 410. So anyway, really fun gun. More expensive than the Taurus, but to me, you know, it's worth it. And I took it this year. I got it later. You know, I've only been collecting guns for 6 years. My 6th year. It's one of my later purchases. All right, let's do the 1911. I'm actually not a big 1911 fan, but I really wanted a Dan Wesson Specialist. That's Wilson Combat Mags. That hold 10. This holds 8. In 45, of course. It's cleared. This is how it came right here. I think it's awesome. I think it's gorgeous. Not a huge fan. I don't love grip safeties. You get the thumb safety. Do like the trigger. I like how thin it is, but it does hurt to shoot a little bit. This is an aggressive grip panel, but I love it. This does have some pick rail at the bottom. Doesn't have a full length dust cover, which I'm good with. Has a match barrel. You know Dan Wesson, got everything. I know people complain about the hammer rusting because it doesn't have the same coating as the rest of the gun. Of course, I don't experience that. I've only shot it like twice. Just a gorgeous gun. I did buy this one used. It was worth it for the, I don't know. It might have some marks on it. I don't know. Nothing that's really bothering me. Yeah, it has a little bit of marks here and there. Nothing really that bothers me. For the price difference between new and used, it's well worth it, in my opinion. Got a nice safety that clicks, very audible, very tactile. And you got some serrations here on the trigger. It's not skeletonized trigger. A lot of Dan Wesson, if not all of them, don't have skeletonized triggers. I don't know. Of course, that's a really nice trigger. But yeah, not my favorite gun to shoot, but one of the most beautiful guns to look at. You have serrations here to cut down on glare. Yeah, just, Dan Wesson is just, and the Specialist is one of their best guns they make. So that was after when I shot it. I thought it was pretty good, but it just wasn't I have another 45 that I love to shoot, so it's hard to compare, but beautiful 1911. I'm not a 1911 person. Some people just love 1911s and 2011s. Not my biggest, not my favorite gun to shoot. So, but I do love the gun itself, like just so I will shoot it more, but it's, it'll come out here once a year kind of thing. Okay, 2 more handguns and then we get to the long guns. We'll go back to CZ. This gun is awesome. This is a 45. This was the one I was talking about. I don't like it as much as my other 45 that I'm talking about, but this is the P10. This is a cheap gun and you get a good gun for, I forget how much this costs, but it's a P10 40 in 45 auto. You can see there, 45 auto. This, unlike the other CZs, this does have like almost like a full, like a full slide. So it's not like as thin as the 75 series. I put a Holosun on it. Holosun Light and a Holosun Red Dot. One of my favorite red dots. So Holosun with the can't think of the word. Sun battery. Whatever. Anyway, really nice sights. You can co-witness. This gun just seems like it should be more expensive. Like, some people don't like the grip texture. I like it. It's like spiky. You can change the back strap. Gun feels great. Has a takedown similar to Glock. It's ambidextrous takedown, ambidextrous slide lock. So, yeah, really nice 45. It's got some nice weight to it. That's what the Holosun's here to add a little more weight. But yeah, for the price point and how good this gun is, and the trigger, here, I'll show you the trigger. That is a striker fire gun, by the way. Great trigger, and then reset. Nice reset. The thing is, it's like very crisp and just very like, You got a dingus there. That's your only safety too, that dingus here. See? There's no other safety on here, which is nice. Nice mag release too, honestly. Everything's good. Everything's really nice on it. For a really cheap gun, it's a really nice gun for a really cheap gun, honestly. So that's why I got it. I'm thinking about getting the comp version, a compact comp version. We'll see. It's not high on my list of things. I think I'd rather get the carry comp from Smith & Wesson. Just looks like a sexy gun. CZ P1045. Pretty cool gun. Pretty good. The last handgun, and it's kind of like one of those, I would say grail guns, but I've been looking for this. I've been looking at this gun since I started buying guns, and I thought, oh, I'll never get that. It's too expensive, but I wound up getting it. So this is single stacked. So that's one of the downsides. But other than that, it's a 10 millimeter. You put 8 in here. 10 millimeter, you can argue, do you need more than 8? You know, blah, blah. But this is the P220 Legion. It's basically like, 6 inches, I think, slide. Long slide. It's all stainless steel. It's got this crazy, it's got the weight you need. Put the light on it, adds more weight. I honestly put lights to add weight more than anything, because if you buy like a comp, it's just like a weight here. At least you have a light that works and it adds a lot of weight. So, yeah, it's a Legion 220. It's the old style Legion. You get the little, medallion there. Like I said, really, these are the old Legions. Really nice. I did change the trigger. I didn't like the old style, like round poly trigger. I put a metal Armory Craft one. Love that it is hammer fired. Yeah, it is definitely clear. I shot this twice so far. I will shoot it more. Did I buy this? Is this brand new or used? I feel like I forget. So let me start forgetting which is used and brand new. But if it's used, it doesn't. Like I said, the used ones I buy, man, they look like they're barely shot, honestly. But yeah, 220 Legion. I love these Legion grips, the wraparound grips there. Arguably one of the best 10 millimeters you can shoot, minus the capacity. And obviously it's kind of up there in price. So maybe you might get like a 510, FN 510 or X10. Those are cheaper guns, and they have higher capacity. But like, once again, 10 millimeter, probably a range gun for me. It's very heavy, but it tames the 10 millimeter. So, but yeah, always wanted this gun, the 220 Legion. So, and 10 millimeter too. They make a 45, but I feel like I have enough 45. So not a lot of 10 millimeters. Is that my only 10 millimeter? I wanted to get like a Chris Vector in 10 millimeter, but like maybe a short barrel rifle one, but we'll see. All right, let's go with, I actually have 2 wood guns. One gun that used to be wood, so. But first, let's go with my lowest caliber here. This is not my lowest caliber. I'll put this up. This is Bergara, which I love Bergara. It's very heavy though. I thought by putting it in a light stock, it would make it less heavy. This thing is not less heavy. The light stock helped, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. This is the Bergara B14 in 22 Magnum or WMR. It's got this cool mag here. So it's kind of like set up to look like a regular caliber gun. You really can't tell by looking at this what caliber it is, and look how thick the barrel is. That barrel is thick as heck. So it looks gorgeous in this stock too. Got a little scratch on the barrel. Dang it. I don't think I put that scratch on there either. I bet you someone else did. Anyway, this is a Magpul stock. I didn't get the swing stock. I don't think it's just to swing it a few times. I just don't think it was worth it. This stock is nice though. I love the grip angle that it gives you on this rifle. So this has an Atlas bipod because it's too heavy for the Magpul one. Atlas bipod is like my second favorite bipod. It gives you a nice stable surface here. I put does this come with this? Did it come with this muzzle device? I forget now. But anyway, real nice gun, very heavy. You know, Bergara is known for their barrels, so the action, it's a short action. Both my Bergaras are short action. This one's actually the more expensive version. I bought it for the stock, and then I changed the stock because I love this stock, so I thought it was worth it. I like the stock way better than the Bergara stock, honestly. Just more my style. Got a Vortex Crossfire 2 on it, why not? But yeah, I'm a big fan of 22 Magnum. I have a bunch of 22 Magnum. 3, basically. As is one of 3. Wouldn't mind having a Ruger Precision, because that kind of is nostalgic for me. It's one of the first guns I got. But anyway, Bergara, 22 Magnum, B14, the Atlas. He got scratch on there. Damn it. But whatever, it's a gun, right? It's gonna get scratched. Alright, next caliber. Well, let's just go to this gun next. This one I almost got rid of, but at the bar, Browning bar. It's kind of a beautiful gun. It's in 308, kind of like a hunting rifle. You know, it has no iron sights on it, so I wasn't impressed with the wood. I thought it would be nicer based on the price point, but you know, you can go up higher and get nicer wood. But you know, the trigger is really nice, really light trigger. I think it's a beautiful gun overall. Bar used to be obviously a military gun, and then they made it into a hunting gun. But I was really surprised how, like, I don't know how hollow this feels. I thought it'd be nicer. If that makes sense. The Bar MK3, you can get higher grades, but it's a semi-auto. I thought it was cool because, sorry, I obviously haven't shot this, but this hinge magazine I thought was really cool. I like that part of it. I thought it was kind of a cool rifle. I'm probably not gonna shoot it very much, honestly. Also got a Crossfire 2 on it, so I didn't really put expensive scope on it. But there we go. I thought overall it is a beautiful rifle. I do like it overall. It has a bead up here. I can put a sling or whatever, and there's another bead back here. So I was just surprised about the wood because I have another Browning right here, and the wood's a lot nicer. And I guess this is a cheaper gun, but like, I don't know. Just thought it's nice, but I don't know. So I was thinking about selling it, and then I took it back, and I was like, it is a beautiful rifle, so I wanted to keep it. And it's got that, what name the Browning, it's a feather trigger, I think it's called, the Browning feather trigger. So, you know, it would make a good hunting rifle if I ever had to go hunting. I'm not a big hunter. I've never been hunting, so let's just do the other Browning, and then we'll do the last gun. So this gun, the wood's a lot nicer, a lot heavier. This is the Browning Centauri with the nice scroll work. It's in 12 gauge. I've shot other gauges out of this, other calibers. But yeah, it is Browning Centauri. Nothing really much to say about it. It's just a really beautiful gun. It's got the Tang safety up here. You know, it's a break action. It's got the ejectors. Got the feather trigger. I feel like it's the feather trigger. This is kind of an heirloom gun for me. You can buy more expensive ones. This is the White Lightning. But the wood here is really, it's like heavier, it's nicer. Yeah, it's just a higher grade wood than this one. I didn't even realize you could buy better grade wood on that. I don't know if I would or not. No pun intended. But anyway, yeah. Branding Satori break action. Gotta have a break action. This is one of the nicer ones, I think. Centauri. I mean, these kind of guns, though, you can just go up and up and up. Like, I'm sure you can buy a $6,000 break action, no problem. But not me. That's beyond my want and desire. And this is my last one. This gun used to have a wooden stock, but now it's not. Now it has a Ranger Point precision stock. This is my Marlin Dark. This is not a Ruger Marlin, I don't think. I bought this cheap, and then of course I put all this stuff on it. I've been offered way more money than I paid for it. One of those guns, but it's in 4570. You know, there's the round. This is the one I was trying to say. I want to get like a Cyclops, and then I heard 4570 actually is better to shoot out of the Cyclops than the 5080, but I have a second 4570 round, which would be nice. But yeah, so these are quivers. There's 2 quivers here, full of 4570. I have 4 quivers, but it just got kind of ridiculous. This is clear. Yeah, Ranger Point precision all the way. We know the rail, the muzzle brake, the speed loader. Here it's a lighter speed loader, easier to load. Got the compass. They got the gold trigger. And got this added piece. Sorry, my wife is calling me now, so I'm gonna end this now. And got the cheek riser. So yeah. Anyway, Marlin Dark Ranger Point precision style. There you go. There's the 10 guns. Thank you for watching, and look out for part 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye.